たくサムは人手が足りないんだからクローンを導入すべきですよ。
クローンか。技術的にはロボノイドに任せれば簡単に作れるから問題はないが。
上層部ですね。まったく何考えてんだが。ところでこいつどうですか？
石は全くわからん。ロボノイドの記憶はあと少し。出た。
どんな感じですか？こんなことが。
コンピューター、最後の方を見せてくれ。
この石のような物体ってまさかこいつですか？
緊急回線。
Okay, hi everyone, this is audap. I guess they pulled a Radiant Silvergun from the eShop, shortly after it launched, so it wasn't on for very long, but it is returning this week. In fact, it might be returning today if I'm understanding correctly. Apparently there was a, I don't know if it was a game-breaking bug, but there was a bug in there that was pretty significant. So, I was very excited to cover this game, and then nobody could buy it. So hopefully later today, we'll get the patch version. And the patches hasn't been sent out to the eShop quite yet. I didn't get an update, but hopefully that happens at 9 o'clock when the eShop normally updates. So let's play a little bit more before we get the patch version. Of course, I would hope that they would make the background loops longer, the background music loops longer, but probably not. I guess the major problem was that. Was that the music would stop playing at certain points in the game? I mean, we haven't even gotten that far to experience that bug, so I'm assuming it's on a later stage. So the good thing about the story mode is that you essentially gain experience in the story mode. So the more you play it, for every hour that you play, you get another ship in your stock. And I think the experience you get is more than in the original game too, because I remember trying to raise up the levels of these guns and it taking longer, like on the Xbox 360 and the original Saturn version. So I think this is a little faster than it used to be. Which is good, I mean, I always thought it took a little bit too long to gain more lives and to get all the get extra continues. Also, you can turn down the level of transparency in these effects. Like, this is the same level that was on the Xbox version, which is maybe a little too high of a transparency. It does look like it sort of blooms a little bit. It's kind of not ideal for the aesthetic of the game. Of course, it'll be a while before I earn enough credits to get to the end of the game. I mean, it's a pretty tough game. I mean, you get your money's worth if you're willing to play through and memorize the patterns. It's got a lot of different modes. The online scoreboard, I'm sure, will be competitive. if you're into that. Yeah, I would have thought they would have made the sound samples long enough to reach the boss in normal play, but yeah, it's much shorter. I understand they're trying to control the size of the game, but still. Yeah, it's a much larger concern on the Switch, where your memory can be pretty limited by the built-in memory. You've always got to factor in people who don't buy SD cards to store their games. If they only have just the system memory, which is super weird. I don't know why at this point in time you wouldn't buy an SD card to have extra storage. Default storage isn't enough, but there's always going to be somebody out there who only has default storage. The game can only be so big. As soon as we get enough credits, we'll do 100% runs, or we'll actually get all the boss parts. It's a little hard to start off that way. That's the one where it follows me. In the hardest difficulty, those two rings actually move in different directions. It's ridiculous. The two rings with the pillars on them. Probably why I'll never play the hardest difficulty. It's too much for me. I think I'll turn down the effects for next time. I always thought it was a little too gloomy. Like, I like the transparent effect, but just went a little too far. I don't know if you can change it here. Maybe you can change it here in real time. I don't know. Yeah, we just do regular alpha. Yeah, we have a lot of choices. I mean, it's definitely good stuff.
西暦2520年7月14日
Yeah, the final level of
話は
this game is
1年前
really
に遡る
super intense.
異常
You
傾
take
向
all
レ
your
ベル N の
guns, so then
発
it's
令
strictly a dodging.
全人類消滅の瞬間に至るまで
Yeah,
全て
it's
の
the
原因
bullet
は
hell style
紀
dodging.
元前の地層から発掘された
Makes you real
あの
nervous, especially
石
when
の
you're
よう
at
な
the end
物
and
体
you
で
only
ある
got
ことはまず
one or two
間
lives
違い
left.
ないだろう調査していた火剣散布で一体何が起こった
Yeah, I do feel this is their best game
そして奴らの目的は
as far as their
何な
shmups
の
go.
か
This one is Mikataga is. I mean, I do think this is the better one. And thankfully, again, it's away from the Saturn and the Xbox. So people with other platforms can play it too. And if you have an Xbox, then you should definitely pick it up. Waste my time. Wasting my lives. The hardest one to build up is the homing because it's so weak compared to the Vulcan and the spread variations of all the weapons. So it always lags behind like 3 or 4 levels when I'm playing. So I don't necessarily think about using the homing. I don't usually don't die to this boss. I'm so used to having powered up weapons. Wrong guess. Yeah, and that's not a set pattern. Sometimes it'll go left and sometimes it'll go right. Let's keep forgetting about this combination because it's left button, so it's kind of hard to reach. A little awkward to press while you're using the joystick too. Is it the snake? Snake. Snake.
西暦
Now I have 15 ships instead of 14.
7月
So
13日あれから1年が経
the more you play, the more it gives you.
船のエネルギ
And then
ー
the higher your
食料
weapons,
が底をつき
higher
始
your
め
weapon level is when you start.
我々はいやおうなしに地上へ降りなければならなく
And you can reset your progress if you just want to start from level 1. I don't know why you'd want to
新
do that,
型
but
戦闘
do
機
it if
3
you
機を
wanted
搭
to.
載しているとはいえ今回の帰還が大きな賭けであることに違いはない正面からの戦闘は
And there's the arcade mode, but the arcade mode doesn't have as many levels as the story mode. Yeah, now that boss goes down significantly faster than when you first encountered it. And in general, I'm just happy to see Saturn games on here. You know, they finally got that Saturn emulator down for the Switch. You know, we saw Guardian Force released a lot earlier. You know, Lair Section got released. Guardian Force was a weird one because I mean, even I don't own Guardian Force, so that was a real surprise to play. Now, if they get Mystic Defender 2 out, that'd be super interesting, since that game goes for, you know, hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But that was Time Warner Interactive Japan back in those days. One of those legendary games that's, you know, not worth the price, but still really good. Like what Radiant Silvergun goes for is worth the price. You know, it's a high quality game. You know, or getting, you know, Battle Draga or something like that. Even though there's new versions of those. You know, if you specifically want to play the Saturn version, and you're getting a lot out of it. Yeah, but it's every hour of play you get a new life, or, you know, another ship added to your stock. I mean, I'm really getting continues in the Saturn original. So I don't know what happened with the continues. I guess having lives is enough. It's additional lives. Or maybe it does give you more continues for the arcade mode. I don't play much of the arcade mode because it is less stages to play. simplest stuff. Yeah, it's a little early in the morning for me. Oh, it's like 11:30 in Seoul, so either too early or too late. Down to the main body. So we have a shorter window when it does the chase mode. Kind of Sakamoto's music, I always think of Vagrant Story. It was very much like an extension of that soundtrack. I'm surprised Square hasn't remastered Vagrant Story. I don't know if there's some sort of problem emulating it. Really? Sorry, oh well.
西暦2520年7月14日話は1年前に遡る異常警報レベル A の発令全人類消滅の瞬間に至るまで全ての原因は紀元前の地層から発掘されたあの石のような物体であることはまず間違いないだろう。調査していた火剣三部で一体何が起こったのか。そして奴らの目的は何なのか。
It just makes the ships more pissed off at you. Yeah, it's almost a shame so much of this game is built on with 3D models. Because it does sort of age the game too, with the low-res textures. But it still looks good. Yeah, it really does. Alright, let's see if we can do this without dying. It's not as badly as last time. My goodness. center in there. Fight the friend. A little mad at us. Yeah, you can certainly nitpick and notice some slight hesitation here and there. So it doesn't run 100% perfectly, but hopefully, you know, the patch this morning will address some of that. I don't know. Usually when you find a bug like that, it's just trying to fix the bug and then get back out. It's hard to say how many people will buy this game. I hope a lot of people do. I hope people pay attention to it. There's got there are people listening out there to games that want popular niche games that are worth a lot on eBay. Releasing those instead of some of the more generic games. Sword. The little boomerangs. I don't think you get the little boomerangs when you play on easy mode. Yeah, it's not available on the eShop right now. They're going to re-release it today. Like I said, there was a bug on there was a bug for it that they found, unfortunately, when it released. So yeah, it'll be available. I think 9 o'clock is when they do the updates for the eShop, so it should be available then. But this is the buggy version, so I'm curious to see if I run into the bug. Hopefully it's not a game save deleting bug, because boy, that would really suck. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it was just a tweet that they let out the information. I don't know if there was an actual press release. Well, I guess tweets are considered press releases nowadays. Such a dumb mistake. I hate myself for dying for that one. Easily avoidable bullet. Slow moving.
状況を報告してくれ。
現在シレイブまでの距離360。シルバーガン010203は大型の敵と交戦中です。
戦闘データは記録維持。加えて司令部上空にいる高エネルギー物体のデータを分析してくれ。
了解。
物体のエネルギー反応が計測値を超えます。
どうやら我々はやることが全て遅すぎたようだな。巡洋艦テトラに連絡を。バカモン、何しに来た。
何しにって助けに来てやったんだろうが。
ダメだ。お前たちは艦に戻り、次の指令があるまで衛星軌道にて待機。これは絶対命令だ。
王冠、今そんな場合じゃ。
いいか、人類の未来はお前たちにかかっているのだ。早く行け。
何わけわかんないこと言ってんだよ。
説明する暇はない。艦長、あとは頼んだぞ。
なんか喋ってますけど。とっとと辛かった方がいいみたいだぜ。どうしたどうした。なんで攻撃しねえんだ。私やめとく。艦長、
シレイブの記憶データが残っていればあれについて何かわかるかもしれません。
ゲート13側に回れ。司令部へ向かう。
be hunted for games. Trying to miss penises. Oh, really? Super Bullet Break sucks? Man, that's too bad. I always hate it when you're looking forward to, you know, a shmup and it ends up being not a shmup. Although it's not necessarily a bad thing, but yeah, we're a limited market. You know, people who still like STGs. All right, why don't we stop it there? We're going to wait for the eShop to update before we play this again. And yeah, so far I haven't run into the bug, whatever it is, but you know, it was enough of a concern that they would pull it from the eShop. So we will wait until then, and we'll try to get through this at some point in time. We're actually getting pretty close. We're almost at enough levels where we could just, you know, strong our way through. But I think I still need to gain a couple more continues, or a couple more ships before I, you know, can safely get all the way to the end of the game. But anyway, this is audap. You're watching Radiant Silvergun, and it's running on Nintendo Switch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.